Hello students, in our previous class we discussed about earthquake and a part of volcanoes. Today we shall discuss the remaining part of this chapter. So let's start. First, dormant volcanoes. So the volcanoes which have not erupted since a long time but have a possibility of erupting in the future are called dormant volcanoes. That is, the dormant volcanoes are the type of volcanoes which have not erupted since a long time but it may erupt at any time in future. That is, the possibility of eruptions is still on. It can erupt any time. So these type of volcanoes are basically known as dormant volcanoes. So dormant volcanoes are also called sleeping volcanoes, as they are sleeping right now. It may wake up any time in present or in future. There are some examples of such volcanoes, which are Mount Baker, which is at Washington, USA, Mount Hood and Nissos. There are also several examples of dormant volcanoes. Next, extinct volcanoes. So these are the volcanoes which have stopped erupting and there is no chance of their eruption in the future. That is, it is the type of volcanoes which have stopped erupting for a long period of time and there is no possibility of eruption in future. So those are the dead volcanoes, are known as extinct volcanoes. So example of extinct volcanoes are Mount Elbrus, which is at Russia, Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Warning, etc. Eruption of volcano under the sea may cause formation of islands. That is, when the volcano is situated under the sea and during the eruption of lava from those volcanoes, it may create island. So an island was formed in the kingdom of Tonga recently in 1995. Island that forms due to this volcanic eruption. Okay, so due to eruption of volcanoes, island also may form. So next, tidal waves. So tidal waves are also called tsunami. This name is very familiar to us and which is a Japanese word meaning harbor wave. So here you have to remember that tidal wave is also called tsunami. That is, the another name of tidal wave is tsunami and it is a Japanese word and the meaning of this word is harbor wave. So tidal waves are not at all concerned with tides. That is, as in the name of tidal wave, tide is present, so it does not mean that it concerned with tides. The reason behind its name is that they are formed so because as they approach land, they take on the characteristics of a violent onrushing tide. That is, when these type of tides approaches the land, it takes the characteristics of a violent tide. That is, which may damage everything. Okay, that's why these are called tidal waves. It's not that a sort of cresting waves that are formed by the action of the wind upon the ocean. Those are known as cyclones. So there are some differences between cyclones and tidal waves. Both produces big waves on the sea, but cyclones caused due to the formation of high winds over the sea. But this type of tidal waves formed due to earthquake, landslides, volcanic eruptions under sea. So there are many differences, though both are associated with tides. So you have to remember the difference between them. So undersea earthquakes, landslides, volcanic eruptions, etc. are the main causes of tidal waves. And tidal waves cause a lot of damage to the nearby regions. That is, it damage the houses present near it, salvage all the things that comes in its way. Okay, so the water moves at a very high speed and salvage all that comes in its way. So it is very devastating in nature and it can damage so many things which comes in its way. So there are some keywords. First, natural disasters. We already learned it that it is an unexpected event that takes place naturally. Next, earthquake. So it is the sudden movement of a part of the earth's crust. Next, volcano, conical mountains built around a vent which erupts lava and gases through cracks in the earth's crust. Next, tidal waves. So the waves that take on the characteristics of a violent or rushing tide when they approach land. So this is the end of this chapter.